Hello students, today's topic of discussion is synapse. In your earlier class, we have already discussed about transmission of nerve impulse through a nerve fiber. Today, let us discuss about synapse. So what is a synapse? A synapse is the junction between the end of an axon of a neuron and the end of a dendron of a neuron or soma of a neuron or sarcolemma of a muscle cell through which nerve impulse travels. A nerve impulse is transmitted from one neuron to another neuron through these junctions called synapse. Now let us discuss about the structure of a synapse. Here we can see this is the end of an axon of a neuron and this is the end of a dendron of another neuron. The end of the axon, it is known as presynaptic knob, and the other knob, that is the dendron end, it is known as postsynaptic knob. The presynaptic knob comprises of the presynaptic membrane, it also comprises of cytoplasm, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and certain vesicles which are filled with neurotransmitters. These vesicles are known as synaptic vesicles filled with neurotransmitter. The presynaptic membrane possesses certain calcium-gated channels. The postsynaptic knob also possesses cytoplasm, and the membrane is known as postsynaptic membrane. The postsynaptic membrane bears certain protein receptors for the neurotransmitters. A gap is present in between the two knobs. The two knobs does not fuse, but there is a space in between the two knobs, and this space is known as synaptic cleft. So this is the structure of a synapse. Next, let us discuss about transmission of nerve impulse through these synapses. When the nerve impulse travels through the axon and reaches the presynaptic knob, the calcium-gated channels, as you can see here, get stimulated and opens. As a result, the calcium ions which are present in the synaptic cleft enters into the presynaptic knob. After entering into the presynaptic knob, the calcium ions binds with the synaptic vesicles and push the synaptic vesicles towards the presynaptic membrane. Then When the synaptic vesicles reach the presynaptic membrane, they fuse. The synaptic vesicle membrane fuse with the presynaptic membrane. As a result, the neurotransmitters are released into the synaptic cleft. After their release, the neurotransmitters bind with their specific receptors which are present in the postsynaptic membrane of the another neuron. As a result, the sodium-ion channels which are present in the postsynaptic membrane open and influx of sodium ions take place inside the dendron. As a result, nerve impulse is transmitted from one neuron to another neuron through synapse. Now, the acetylcholine, after helping in the transmission of nerve impulse from one neuron to another neuron, are released back to the synaptic cleft, where they are hydrolyzed by an enzyme known as acetylcholine esterase, present in the postsynaptic membrane as well as the synaptic cleft in high concentration. This enzyme splits acetylcholine into acetic acid and choline, which are reabsorbed as you can see here by the presynaptic knob. Inside the knob, in the presence of ATP, acetic acid and choline bind to synthesize acetylcholine, which is then used to refill the synaptic vesicles. Thus, in this way, transmission of impulse through synapse takes place. Thank you.